All right, we're back with another edition. Georgia playing Charlotte. Georgia is I think, a 43-point favorite. I'm surprised there's even a line for this.
Yeah.
Um, they're the inverse of Georgia. Georgia's 9-1, and Charlotte is 1-9. They're a baby program. They started out, I think, Division One, 2013. Hell, they might not. Their program's young is what it is, and they are the worst um, run defense in the country. So,
Oh Lord.
yeah, it's pretty putrid. Let's go through their schedule. If I could pull it up, I had it right in front of me, and then it decided to change its. Um, yeah, okay. They lost to App State. Um, they lost to North Carolina. They beat Mammoth, which I don't even know Mammoth. They lost to Rice, lost to South Florida, lost to Army, lost to Temple. Temple put a shellacking on them. Lost to North Texas, lost to East Carolina, lost to UTSA, and then their last two games is Georgia and Tulane. So I don't think they're going to get a win out of that.
It's a rough year, guys.
It's not looking good for them, and yeah, they're not good. They have a losing streak of 7 right now coming into the game. So I would say they're going to keep on with that trend.
Wonder what the paycheck is for them and their young program.
I bet you it's over
Million?
$1 million.
Yeah, I would
Has to
say.
be, I would assume. Their coach, though, he coached Ohio, won the MAC last year, and took a paycheck and went to Charlotte. I gotta tell you, I think I would stay in the MAC, but I guess it's a step up if you throw money at them. But anyway, Georgia's big favorite. I don't think obviously anyone's worried about. This is a family game. This is bring the kiddies to the game. Enjoy Athens on a decent fall day. I know there's a chance for rain, but it looks early in the morning, so should be a good weather. Should be a nice afternoon in Athens. That's really what it's all about. And honoring the seniors, senior class, 2 national championships, 2 SEC championships. Pretty damn good uh,
Yeah,
senior
yeah.
class. So they should get their love and praise. Honestly, it's going to be probably the last time you see a lot of these juniors as well. So uh, that's all I got on that. Also, their mascot's Norm the Niner, Charlotte's.
Knew they were the 49ers because of the basketball turn. I think they've made the tournament, right?
Well, dude, the only really notable alumnus that I know was Cedric Maxwell. So, that should tell you all you need to know about the 49ers.
Well, I'm not a gambling guy, but I would tell you whatever the point spread is, take the 49ers in the points because Georgia's going to play a lot of guys. My expectation is, and Kirby's not going to want to put it on these guys, and he's going to use this as scout and getting the younger and developing the younger guys, which I think is what he should do. So that's what I anticipate. I did not know they've got the worst rushing defense, which tells me it's going to be a Kirby Smart special. We're going to see a ton of running. Puglisi probably going to be early. A lot of Bo Walker probably. A lot of second and third string offensive linemen. So, but while the starters are out there, number one, obviously it goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. No, don't get anybody hurt, and then you want to see them execute. You know what I mean, and just
Yeah.
be really crisp. And that's the takeaway. And then go sit and drink Kool Aid or Gatorade,
Yeah, well, we don't drink Gatorade, but
whatever
yeah,
Powerade. Sorry.
Powerade. Good God. But yeah, This game is not really that complicated. You go in, you get maybe 2-3 drives for the starters, get an early comfortable lead, put guys in the second quarter, and third quarter, and then start just rotating them, and just throw bodies at them. The injury report. Taylon Taylor, by the way, has been running, has been practicing. So I don't know if you'll see him in this game, but I would definitely look to see him against Tech for sure. Let's see, CJ Allen's week to week. He's definitely not going to play this game, and then Chauncey Bones is day to day. I would assume that he's going to warm up in pads. I don't think he's going to play. Honestly, to me, I'm really good if Nate Frazier and Chauncey Bones do not play at all.
Yeah, me too. That's what I was about to
Dwight
say.
Phillips, Roderick Robinson, McCray, Bo Walker. Those guys need to get some carries. I don't know
Phillips.
who our walk-ons are, but they deserve some runs too. So I don't think you're going to see. And honestly, I mean, I guess you have to start Gunner, but fuck, I don't know if I would or not in this game.
I don't know if I'm being honest. I would love to see Pope start the game.
Yeah,
Because I'm sure Gunner is banged up throughout. I mean, he's been used a lot as a runner, and he's been lit up a few times too. So I'm good if they don't. I don't think you need to. All you need to do is win. It doesn't matter if you only win by 20, 17. Doesn't matter. Just win and get out of there.
yeah, and so. And same with defense. Like, just everyone on there. I think we could beat them with our third string. I think.
We don't have anybody. We can't afford any attrition on the defensive line, especially.
No, you can't, and you can't. No more injuries in the linebacker core either. You're starting to get thin there too. So, yeah, it's thin, and then safeties as well. There's not a lot of depth like there used to be with the NIL and the portal era. So, you gotta hope that everyone stays healthy and just get in and get out. Who was it? Wasn't Austin P. I think this is gonna be more in line of like an Austin P game.
Well, the starters had to stay in way too long against Austin P, and that was in my opinion, you want to put these guys away. Austin P was not a great game. It wasn't crisp. You just want to see the starters execute and then get them out. But anyway,
here's the thing about Kirby that I have always found fascinating. Since early on. Since the very beginning of when Kirby took over, these games where there's a non-con, non-power 5, FCS, lower Division I team, he decides, hey, let's play left-handed. Let's just do everything that we're not good at right now. Let's just play. Let's focus that. That is our game plan. We're going to try to strengthen that. And, I get it from a coaching standpoint that you want to work on things in game that you're not good at, and you want to strengthen that up a little bit. But I'm more of the Mark Richt philosophy. Just go out there, play vanilla, blast their doors off, and then start doing things that we're not good at with backups in. I'm good with that. But that's not Kirby. That's never been him. He uses these basically like a live scrimmage. And it's a frustrating watch when you watch.
it's going to be it's going to be interesting. He may approach that a little bit differently this year, strategically. Than years past. I think I don't know. Yeah, you want your guys being fresh to round out. You got a big, rivalry game next weekend, and you're rolling into the playoffs. It will be interesting to see. My guess is he's looking to put these guys away early and get a lead with the starters and start getting people out of there.
Yeah, and well, also with the short week, because you got
Yes.
you got Saturday and then you got Thanksgiving and then you play Friday. It's going to be a short turnaround for them. Good thing is Tech is playing Pitt, which is a big game for them,
Yes, it is.
and it's Saturday, and they're going to bang up on each other. So hopefully we're in and out and platooning this thing by the end of it.
Agreed.
As I cough through this, you want to talk about the playoff rankings real quick and talk about how dumb it is?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Where do you want to start? Because if we're going to start on how dumb it is, there's lots to talk about. But yeah, sure.
Okay, so let's talk about the rankings. So Georgia moves up to the 4th spot, where they moved up 1 spot. Alabama moved down 6 spots to 10. BYU, Utah, Miami all are not. Well, I think BYU. I forget how the bracket looks, but I know Miami's not in it right now, and nor is Utah. Tulane is the highest rated G5 school at 24. So, couple things. I know a lot of people are trying to make out what these rankings mean for the future. To me, I think the committee is a week to week basis with the committee because they are every week they have changed their stances on things, and it's kind of crazy to me. Now, a lot of this is going to take care of itself. Like Ohio State and Indiana are going to play each other, I would assume, in the Big Ten title game. I think basically.
Can we? I don't want to interrupt you, but I don't want to breeze by. So what does that mean? So if Ohio State loses,
Yeah.
right,
To,
how far
to
are they
who?
they got Michigan left, right, and who
Yeah.
else?
No, that's a
Yeah, Big Ten. So if they lose to Michigan,
uh-huh.
a one-loss Big Ten school goes to where? Where do they fall?
Probably down in that 6th spot, six to. Well, they're only 1 loss, so yeah, probably the 6th spot.
Yeah, my point is, I just I'm with you. I don't understand. I don't understand the rankings. Then the head-to-head matchups clearly don't seem to matter.
Yeah, because you have Notre Dame and then you have Miami. Notre Dame's ahead of Miami, which again, you saw what happened on the field. That game wasn't even. I know it was early in the season, but that game wasn't even relatively close. So I don't understand how Notre Dame is higher than Miami. Also, it makes me sick to my stomach that I even have to do this. But why is Tech lower than Miami, where they have only 1 loss? Granted, it wasn't a good loss, but they have only 1 loss. Miami has 2.
Yeah,
I don't really understand the thinking behind any of that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't either. I have no idea. So, what can you glean from this? I don't think these people watch football.
No,
I
they're talking
really
box
don't.
scores, dude.
That's exactly right. Highlights, box scores, and if they're from the Big 12 or whatever conference, they're probably watching some of those games. I mean, the whole game. They don't have any former coaches on there. I don't think they have any former players. These are ADs. These are bureaucrats, man.
Yeah.
And so the chances that we truly get the 12 best teams, that's a pipe dream. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really unfortunate. And to expand it to 16 when you can't even get the 12 correct makes absolutely no sense. So we can't get this right. So give us more and it'll be better. No, it won't be. So I don't know. I don't know how to fix it, but it's very frustrating. And the truth of the matter is, I told you before we got on air, we can talk about this, but I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's way too much football to be played. There's so many different scenarios. I can tell you if I waved a magic wand of where I would want Georgia to sit, I don't want to play. I'm sorry, Kirby and I disagree. Kirby's like, of course we'd want to play. I don't think you gain anything by
No,
playing in it.
you lose more than you gain.
Absolutely. As evidenced by, I know it was a different scenario and
Last year.
system. Last year, no, I'm talking about whenever we were number one, lost to Alabama, and dropped out of the fucking playoffs, man.
Yeah. Yeah, which
Completely.
is dumb.
And you get penalized being the number one team. You get penalized for playing in your conference championship. I don't understand it. So I don't want to play. I don't. I don't want to play in it.
Yeah,
That's
for Georgia, I mean, you want to pull for Alabama and you want to pull for Texas A&M just to finish out the season, win out, let
which
them
they
be
should, by the way.
they should. Though, look, Alabama going to Auburn, Jordan Hare. I know a lot of people are going to make a lot of that. Auburn's pretty bad. I mean,
They are
we've
bad.
seen it. So the voodoo magic side, a part of it. Alabama should win that game. A&M though going to Texas and Texas kind of having a down year and now more
They can
than
make their
likely not going to the playoff. I can see Texas being dangerous in that spot.
Me too. That's
So that scares me a little bit. And I think
no,
that's the Friday night game after the Tech Georgia game.
well. I was going to say, I don't know if Texas. I know they had that game where they almost got beat and had to come back from against South Carolina. But you look at teams and you say, are they getting better? I don't think Texas A&M is getting better, and I think Texas they could make their season. I don't know if we understand how big that rivalry is at Texas
Right.
A&M. It is intense. So yeah, I could see a. I would. It's easier for me to see a scenario where Texas beats Texas A&M than it is for Auburn to beat Alabama.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But also, I just want to point this out real quick about A&M because the national media's, I guess because A&M hasn't been here in this stage for a very long time. But think about their conference games that they played. Auburn, not good. Mississippi State, not good. Florida, obviously they don't have a coach. Arkansas, they don't have a coach either. LSU, they don't have a coach. How many weeks is that in a row? 3 weeks in a row
Wow.
where they
Wow,
played
I didn't.
someone.
I never thought. I never hadn't looked at their schedule. Keep going.
Missouri, I mean, that's the best team, but again, they have a third string quarterback playing. And then South Carolina. I mean, they're playing the bottom rung of the SEC here, and they've kind of, a lot of these games they struggled. Auburn, they only won by 6, and they had a lot of turnovers that game. Mississippi State was a complete game for them. Florida, if Billy Napier wasn't an idiot and didn't go for it on their side of the field, that would have been a way closer of a game. Maybe Florida could have snuck out of there with a win. Arkansas was only a 3-point win. I know that's a rivalry, so I'm going to kind of give you a break there. LSU, dead in the water. Missouri, again, third string quarterback. South Carolina is dead. They're not even making a bowl game. So this A&M team, it's kind of fluffed up a little bit, and their run defense isn't that good either if you look into it. So, I would love the opportunity to play A&M in the SEC championship if I had a pick.
You would
But
pick it. You would want that to happen over not playing in it.
ooh, I don't know. That's actually a really good question. I I don't think Georgia would be in a bad situation if they played A&M going into that game.
Well, that's fine if we play them in the playoffs. I just don't. I just don't see the value. I know Kirby's like, of course you want to play in it, and I get all that. And I guess I've seen people make comments. If you don't want to play in the SEC championship, you're not a true Georgia fan. Well, you can go suck it. I don't need I don't have to justify my Georgia fandom to anybody. I just think strategically going into the playoffs, I just don't see there's a ton of value. There's not a lot of upside for Georgia playing in the SEC champ. We're
No,
in.
yeah, Georgia's in. So you don't have to worry about that. And even if they lost the SEC championship, they'd still be in. The thought process would be, well, okay, what happens in the tech game? Did they win or lose? If they lost, and then they lost the SEC championship, you're going on the road to play a playoff game. That would be a little hairy.
Yeah.
You're going to Oregon or Notre Dame in the cold. You're going somewhere, and that just doesn't work. By the way, big game. The biggest game I think of the week is Oregon USC. So I just want to say I was right about USC this whole time. I've been sitting here since September. So anyway, really, I mean, there's nothing Vanderbilt can do. Oklahoma. By the way, Oklahoma being a playoff team is.
They're supposed to be getting. I mean, they're in, right? As of now.
As of now, they got to beat LSU at the end of the year, which I wouldn't be surprised if LSU does something. We'll see. I don't know, but there's a lot of football to be played.
Yeah,
and I think there's going to be, especially like this week, the SEC's kind of dead. Around the country, though, I wouldn't be shocked if there's an upset or two, and then obviously rivalry week. That's always chaos. So you really never know what's going to happen. And, how hilarious would it be if Michigan beat
I know.
Ohio State again? Ohio State's got to go to the big house and play them. So these things, a lot is going to change in the coming weeks. For Georgia, though, to me, if you're a Georgia fan and you're not a Disney dog, as I like to call them, you want to pull for a double bye. I think the double bye is the best because you get healthy. You don't play the SEC championship. You get a first round bye. You're sitting pretty. You got Miami in December. The Orange Bowl maybe the Fiesta Bowl. Who knows? Who cares? Just nice warm climate in December. Get everyone healthy. Play like a Texas Tech or a Tulane think about some of these teams that suck. BYU, Utah, Texas Tech. I think Indiana's not that good either. You can really do yourself a favor if you do a double bye. I think everyone should be pulling for the double bye.
The argument against that, of course, is, and I agree with you. If Georgia, if this team is what Kirby said, they're young, they're hungry. They practice hard, all that kind of stuff. The argument is you lose a little bit of momentum if you're starting to peak, and then you got a couple, this long layover. But so, I don't know. But if they can stay hungry and stay focused, I would much rather let these young guys just continue to practice and continue to grow and get healthy and go into the playoffs. Like you said, it's somewhere warm. As I just said earlier, I don't have any desire until somebody can, besides emotion, when somebody can tell me if Georgia had a chance to go to the SEC championship and if they won it, they were in. If they lost it, they're already out anyway. I would say, well, hell yeah, let's go play it, right?
Yeah.
But that's not the situation. To me, there's no upside. So I don't want to play in it and get a bye and let's rock and roll.
Yeah. By the way, we do have to I know I don't really want to talk about it till we get there. But I guess now is as good a time as any to bring it up. What we're living through right now, you got to think about it. Georgia's in the playoffs back-to-back years. We got gypped out of one in 23. We should have been there. Probably would have won our third straight national championship. We got two national championships.
You won one the second year, Kirby, if Tyler Simmons was not offsides.
Okay. All right. Relax, trauma. Anyway, all I'm saying is we are living through a really good period of Georgia football. Who knows if it gets any better? It would be great if we could win another national championship. But again, this is such a crapshoot. Who knows? But the expectation, I don't think a lot of people after that Alabama game had the expectation, of us being in the playoff, having a chance to have at least a bye in the playoff for sure. I don't think if you polled all the Georgia fans, I
I
don't think
would
a single person would have said a bye in the playoff at this point. All
I
right,
would tell you after that, and watching how the Ole Miss game concerned me a lot. It really did. And then all the games up to Mississippi State, and then followed by the Texas game. I've started to believe that, hey, we got puncher's chance if we get in and start peaking. But yeah, I agree with you. I never thought, if you would ask me after the Alabama game and then a couple of subsequent games, I would be like, we're a 2-loss team, maybe 3-loss if Kirby, but I don't think Kirby's going to lose 3. The coaching staff's not going to let that happen. Yeah, I totally agree. And we're critical, I am, of Georgia. We nitpick. But it is a special time to be a Georgia fan. I'm 50, almost 55, and we never had anything like this before.
no, not even in the early '80s with Herschel.
No,
I mean, that
we
would
had,
be the
we
only
had about
closest
a
thing.
4-year run.
Yeah, yeah. So, I was in college long enough to enjoy the whole thing.
Yeah,
Anyway, all right. By the way, don't start feeling yourselves though, Georgia, because a lot of people are giving you your flowers and everything. You kind of smell
yeah.
yourself. And I know Tech's not really that good, but they just have enough. They just have enough to really just piss all over our series.
They want to do that too.
They want to really bad, but they stink. Wow. I can't believe whatever. I just can't believe how confident Tech people are right now going into that game. I mean, their defense is god awful.
They scare me. They've scared me all year.
You are such a.
You're the best team in the ACC.
Oh wow! Okay, congratulations. That's the best team in the American. Who gives a fuck?
What I'm saying is the best team in the ACC on any given Saturday can absolutely beat the one of the top tier SEC teams. Absolutely, on a neutral field, which is what we're going to be playing in a rivalry game. Come on, bro, you're being unrealistic. Maybe you're the one that's too confident.
I'm not. Look. I've watched every game with Tech. If you stop
too.
Haynes King, you can just dismantle them. They can't.
Well, we didn't do that shit last year, and it took us 8.
Our run defense was god awful too.
Well,
our run defense is a lot better. I mean, a lot better.
I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it, consistent a little bit more. But I agree. Well, that's the reason they play the game. But for you just to consider an automatic win, which goes to you and I are making the same point. It's rat poison. Don't take your foot off the throttle. If you start seeing that, then you do worry about the double bye. Even if they win, they don't play well.
Yeah. But Tech sucks, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, no, you are right about that. The point spread is probably going to be 17 points. And neutral site, what are you talking about neutral site?
You know what the point spread is? Do you even know what it is right now? There's already a line on it, and it's not going to move that. It's not going to move that much.
It's probably like 10.
That's why I thought it would be between 8 and 10, and it's. I think it's 12.
Oh, okay, it'll be 15. Probably open.
I don't know about that, but anyway, we'll see where it shakes out after Saturday.
Give me Georgia the points in a neutral site game. It's going to be all Georgia fans there. I mean, Tech doesn't even have a fan base. They don't even have an alumni base that even gives a shit. They're all they're in different countries, let's just say, that are in the East. There, I said it. Anyway, I hate Tech. Let's do this real quick. Game prediction or game score prediction.
56-3 Georgia.
I will. Oh, fuck, dude. I'll say they have scored 20s, Charlotte. So I'll say Georgia 52, Charlotte 17. They get some
All
late
right.
touchdowns in the fourth quarter. All right, let's pick some games here real quick, and then we'll get out of here. You want to pick the FSU and NC State game? Oof, what a barn
No.
burner. That's a Friday game, by the way. Appointment television. Let's see. Noon game. This is interesting, at least. Missouri goes on to the road against Oklahoma. That's a rivalry game. Oklahoma's favored only by 7.5 at home.
I'll take Missouri in the points.
Dude, I'm so down on Missouri lately. How they've been playing, they have just not looked good. But they did run a lot on Mississippi State. I'll take Missouri in the points. I'm with you, but Oklahoma winning. Let's see, dude. By the way, you want to talk about some? It's a good day to go to the Georgia game because
There's no good games.
there's no good games. I'm searching here. Auburn Mercer. Shout out to like the 1800s. Here's the game though. I think is the biggest game of the weekend. USC goes to Eugene, plays Oregon. Oregon's a 10.5 point favorite. USC needs to win this game to stay in the playoff. If they win this game, they're in the playoff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're number
I
15.
haven't watched them.
USC's underrated. That quarterback, Maeva, who was supposed to be Georgia's quarterback, he's looked pretty good. I like, obviously I know people that are big USC fans, so I hear a lot about USC. They're not terrible. Line's 10.5.
I think Oregon's going to be pretty bad.
So I'll take USC. I'll take USC to win outright.
Oh Lord.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. So,
All right.
Plus, they Lincoln Riley needs this dude because if he goes into next season, if he's still at USC, he needs that for his job. So I'll take USC. Oh boy. Here we go. Tech. Pitt comes into the flats at Bobby Dodd. Tech's favored by 2.5. Your pick.
I think Tech's going to win this. I think they're going to. I think they're going to win it. I'd take Tech and give up the points.
I think Tech wins by 1. So take Pitt spread, or don't take anyone's spread because that might be too dangerous. But I would take Tech to win. Tech's not that good, but Pitt's not good either.
What's Pitt's record? They're not good.
Pitt, let's see, they are 7-3.
Are they? Okay. All right. They're better than I thought.
They lost to they lost to West Virginia. They lost to Louisville. They barely beat Florida State. They beat NC State. So if you're Tech, that you have to worry about that. But I don't know. But Pitt needs this, so they have to play the next two. They got to play Miami and they got to play Tech. So
Well, this is Tech, but I mean, I heard the coach Brent Key say, this is a playoff game because if they win this, they go to the ACC championship.
yeah,
Which if they win that, which I think there's a good chance, they're in the playoffs, bro.
yeah, that's great. That's wonderful. Good for them. The ACC is like a third-rate conference, but yeah.
Oh well.
Here's one: Tennessee and Florida. Florida, Tennessee hasn't won in the Swamp since like the early I think it was like 2000. I think it might have been 01. Last time they won in the Swamp. Tennessee's favored by 4.5, so I would assume that we're both on Tennessee, right?
Yeah. That, again, how times have changed. Whenever I was a kid or guy growing up in college, that was the marquee game every year in the early 90s. And it was early in the season too, man. And it was whoever won that one had a chance to go and win the SEC. But yeah, Phil. I mean, what's his name? Fulmer, and that was
Fulmer and Spurrier.
yeah, that was quite the matchup. Now it's like, oh my gosh, who cares?
Yeah, it's a nothing game. That's the marquee 7:30 game, dude.
I'll watch it. That out of all the games you mentioned this weekend, that's that and the Tech Pittsburgh game. Yeah,
Yeah. I think the USC Oregon games are something to watch just because it could have an impact on the playoffs.
yeah. I don't much care for those granola eating football teams.
Well,
It's hard to watch for me.
they're dude, they're Big Ten now. What are you talking about? It's not
I don't give
Pac-12
a shit.
football.
It's not about what division or conference they're in. It's about where they are located.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Anyway, all right. So, a pretty crappy week of college football. Whatever. Enjoy it. We only got 2 more of these, so enjoy it. Remember to like and subscribe. By the way, our Christmas spectacular will be who finished best in predicting games.
Ah, all right. Or you? So we're going on the honor system since I haven't been keeping track that your records are correct.
I mean, yeah, I'll document it.
Okay.
We'll be fair. All right. So remember to like and subscribe. Comment what you think. What should Georgia's kind of plan should be going into this game? Who you want to see play, and then follow us on social media, on X, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Terminus Sports _ATL, Terminus Sports ATL. And by the way, I saw a comment, what is Terminus? Why is your name Terminus? City of Atlanta, that was its original name. So there you go.
There you go for all those who never knew that. There's the history nugget for you. Yeah.
So
All because of all the railroads that came together.
it was the
And
last stop. Yeah. So anyway, Terminus Sports _ATL. All right. We'll see you on the other side.
all right, see ya.